Hello, hello, everybody. As promised, I am on live, going to do, I wouldn't call this a tutorial. I just would call it just doing a little makeup. So I'm going to be doing this on my Walking into Destiny YouTube channel, I should say, mainly because I created my new YouTube channel, which is All Things Marva with a Z, All Things with a Z, but I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, so I cannot go live on that page as yet. And so that is the reason why I am live on Walking into Destiny. And so come on in. Please do comment. Let me just give this disclaimer that I am not a professional makeup artist. I just like to play with it. Some reason my eyeliner broke in my sharpener. Just trying to take it out. I think I get most of it out. Hi, so good to see all of you. Hi, come on in. As promised, I'm not going to be doing this on my Facebook channel because, like I said, most people do not know how to separate Marva the prophetess and Marva, just the girl. And so I just wanted to come on in to share with you guys some of my little tricks that I've learned from my bestie, who is a makeup artist. She's very good at it. And so I just wanted to come in and share some little tips, what I do. I'm not a professional. This is just some of the things that I do to maintain and to help cover up my acne spots. As you can see, I have horrible acne. And when I have acne, usually leave black spots on my face. I hope that you guys can see this. My lighting don't look too good. But I hope you can see me. Is that better? Good afternoon, good afternoon. And so I'm just going to do a little makeup tutorial on what I usually do right before I go somewhere. I'm getting pretty good at it, but like I said, I'm not a professional. And so the best thing you can do is keep trying until you get really good at it. And so I'm going to start with, I already moisturized my face. And hey, Santina. Okay, y'all can see good. That's good. And so I usually use the milk of magnesia. The milk of magnesia to do my to put on my face before I go ahead. Hi from London. I usually go ahead and use a little milk. You can see I had this for years. I usually go ahead and use a little bit of milk magnesia on my face. That's basically just to keep the makeup because I have oily skin. And so I usually just put a little bit on my face just to keep the oil away, especially if I have an event or I'm going somewhere where I know I'm going to be there all day. This is what I would do because you want your makeup to last for a good while. And so I would rub this on my face. You don't need too much. A little bit goes a long way. A little bit goes a long way. And so, guys, I'm so happy to be with you doing this. This is something I wanted to do for a while. But like I say, I'm trying to figure out how to separate the pages. Probably I should have started All Things Marva from last year, so that by now we could have had at least 1,000 subscribers. But if you are on my channel now and you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, the new YouTube channel where I will be doing all of this, you want to go and check it out. It's called All Things Marva, ALLTHINGZ And so let that set in for a while. And then the first thing I'm going to do is do my brows. I'm going to do my brows. I try. I have a few talents. I can remember one time ago, I used to pray and say, God, I don't know what my talent is. I don't know what I'm supposed to do in this world. And for some reason, he just starts showing me things. So I'm really good with my hands. And so I started doing different things. I started sewing. I started doing a lot of things, especially when I was pregnant with my son. After I had my son, I went on maternity leave, of course. And I had a few weeks. And so I taught myself how to sew. Me and YouTube. YouTube is a good teacher. And I taught myself how to sew. And I started doing things from there. Good afternoon. How you doing? And so I started from there. And so what you're going to see me doing now is, like I said, I'm not a professional. I just do what feels right. I usually do things from the heart. And so I'm going to be using a small mirror to guide myself, because the mirror that I have here is a little bit far away. And so I'm going to be using that mirror. So I just basically groomed my eyebrows. My dark eyeliner, I usually use a dark eyeliner. And like I say, I'm not a professional YouTuber or a professional makeup artist. So I'm not going to be doing all of this and all of that. But this is just a dark brown eyeliner. I find that with darker skin, it's better to use a dark eyeliner versus using a black. But for some reason, my dark eyeliner has not been working with me for the past few weeks. And so I've been using the black. But I really do not like the black. It stands out too much. It pops too much. And so I'm going to try to use this brown and see if it will work with me today. And so here goes. This is how I draw my eyebrows. I would take my sort of, where to begin from my nose. You would see the two lines of your nose right here. What I usually do is I go in between the creases of my nose right here. See these two creases right here? And you can usually tell where you're supposed to start drawing your eyebrow from. Right here. And so what I'm going to do is just a small little right here, so I could know, okay, this is where you need to, this is where your eyebrow starts, right? And so then I'm going to go ahead and start drawing my eyebrow. A little bit of concentration. For some reason, my eyebrow pencil has not been working with me for the past few days. It has not. Please continue to comment. I'm seeing your comments, and I'm going to be reading them as we do this makeup and chit chat. And listen, I'm just going to do something today for people who just beginning with your makeup and find it pretty much difficult. I was there, and what I kept on doing is practicing. And so as you can see, I don't have much eyebrows. I just continue to follow the arch of my natural eyebrow and sort of go from there. I tell you all, this brown eyeliner was not working with me for the past few days. And believe me, for years, not years, but for a very long time, I've been trying to get both eyebrows the same size and the same shape. Listen, you're probably never going to get it the same size. Yeah, the milk of magnesia, try it keeps the makeup in. And so when you put on when you put the milk of magnesia, it sort of absorb all of the oil, especially for us that are oily skin. It keeps all of that oil away. It absorbs all of the oil. And so when you put your makeup on, it looks flawless. And so I'm now going to fill in these brows. And you're going to hear me say over and over again, I am not a professional. So please don't be thinking that you're expecting a salon perfect makeup here. I'm going to take my dark eyeliner just to sort of do the tail a little bit because for some reason this brown eyeliner is not on my run today. Just for the tail end, I'm going to use the black lightly. That's the part you want to have more emphasis, really. And you don't want the front to be too dark because you want it to look as natural as possible. So I'm going to take my whatever you call this. This was an old mascara that I use, and I sort of pulled the hair up and slide the back in, pull up so that it look as not natural as possible. There. So for now, that looks pretty okay. Just for now, manageable. We're going to perfect that a little later. I have a small little angle brush that I usually use to apply my foundation. I mean, I call it foundation, but it's really concealer. And so I have the LA Girl concealer. I love these concealers because I think they're high definition. So I love these concealers. So I have two shades that I usually use. I don't know if I could, I don't have all my glasses, so I'm going to try to see if I have it. I have the chestnut in the LA Girl Pro Concealer. The LA Girl Pro Concealer, I have the chestnut that I usually use. And I also have the Fawn, Fawn. This one, LA Girl Pro Concealer, I usually use this to do the highlighting. And so I'm going to use this one to do sort of my halos because I love the halo look. I like to see it just slightly, not too much, not blinding, but I love the halo looks, and I'm going to be using it underneath my eyes and every area that I need some to brighten up. Hey, Ms. Brown, good afternoon. Blessings to all of you. And so what I'm going to do is I have my box for my eyelash. I'm going to use that today to just put some of my concealer on that I can use to my eyebrows instead of putting it on the back of my hand, which is what I usually do. I usually put it on the back of my hand and use it from there. But I'm going to be, I have a cup of water beside me, not a small big cup, but a small cup of water. And what I usually do with this is I dip my brushes in there, especially if they had makeup on them and I was too lazy to clean it off the last time I did my makeup session. I also have a clean white towel. That, white probably wouldn't be recommended, but I have a small towel here that I'm going to use to help me with my brush. And there you go. You're nice and clean. brush. And as you can see, it's at an angle. This is at an angle. And so I said I wasn't going to do this right, but you can see it better when you do this right. So this is a small angle brush. And so I'm going to use this to sort of clean up my brows. You want to dip it in, but you don't want too much. And so I'm going to use this to clean up. And so once I do that, what I'm going to do now is how I already draw this right here. I'm going to now begin to bring that down because you don't want all of that concealer to be cake up underneath your eyebrows. And so you want to pull it down a little bit. And there you go. You have that right there. I hope you guys can see that because I'm recording on my laptop. So I don't know if you can see really good what I'm doing here. So I hope you can see it. Hope you can see it. And so there, we got one going. And then we want to move on to the next. Like I said, I used the Fawn concealer to do this. And then you want to use the angle brush, like I said. Music, you love watching people put on their makeup? Okay, Santina, I can try to tilt this camera a little bit, but you all know I just wear glasses. You all know I just wear glasses, and so I have to get this really, really close so I'll be able to see. And so I'll try to do it at an angle so that you may be able to see if I'm blocking it. Is that better? That's better? And if you're not familiar with makeup or you're not used to doing this, you may not be able to get all of this in one go. Just do it a piece at a time as you go, just do it a little bit at a time. You don't have to try to do the whole line one time. So just piece as you go until you get the whole thing to your desired shape. Okay, so that's the bottom. Just cleaning up excess foundation that I have here. Listen, if you make any mistake, don't worry about it. This is just makeup. You can always just get some makeup remover or water and take it off and start all over again. Like I said, I'm not a professional, and so sometimes I have to start over. Sometimes I have to correct the mistakes that I make. Okay, JSC, it's much better. So I will try to keep this at an angle so that you can see it. And so now I'm going to try to do the top. Of course, like I said to you, I like the halo, and so I usually use the bright concealer, which is the Fawn and the LA Girl. I'm just going to follow that shape. The LA Girl Concealer, it goes on pretty nice and it dries pretty quickly and it dries pretty smooth. And so I found this was one of the easiest concealer for me to work with, even as a beginner. Okay, ladies, there you go. Come closer. That is how it's looking. And still we have to do some more fixing. And you see this big bump I have on the top here. Acne, acne, acne. From I was a teenager, I was dealing with acne. I thought it would have stopped when I became an adult, but it seemed to get worse. I will share some videos. If you want me to share some videos, comment in the comment section about my regimen on how I take care of my acne. Another tip I should share with you is when you're putting on your concealer, you don't want to go too close to the eyebrow to what you've already drawn, mainly because of the excess concealer. And so you want to take it up just slightly a little bit so that when you continue to draw the line, you can now go from the excess instead of having it smear on what you've already drawn. And as you can see, I'm going very slow because I don't want to rush it. You'll find we're putting on makeup, you spend more time on the eyes versus any other part of the face. Correcting, correcting, correcting. That's all makeup is. Correcting, correcting, correcting. Okay, I think that should be it for my eyes. Okay, guys, this is how it's looking. That is how it's looking. And so now that we done did some correcting, I'm gonna take my one of my fluffy makeup brushes. Thank you, Gabriella. Cucumber and aloe treatment as for makeup would be concealer. Are you saying that you use aloe and cucumbers for your acne? Is that your regimen treatment? for your acne. I'm not sure what's good for darkness under the eye. If anybody knows, they can probably comment. I don't know if Nama was commenting to you, Miss Missick. Oh, okay. Also to a gentle eye exfoliation. Okay. All right. Wonderful. And so I'm going to use this brush right here. It's one of the fluffiest fluffy brush, but it also is at an angle. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to rest of the concealer that I have here. I'm going now to put that on my eyelid because you want now when you put your eyeshadows for your eyeshadows and the color to pop. And so you want to put the concealer right here. And remember, this is the fawn and the LA girl. And then as you can see, I'm pushing it in. I'm not wiping it. I'm pushing it in. I'm pushing the concealer into my eyelid. Gonna move on to the next. As you can see in the middle of my eyebrow, while pushing in the concealer on my eyelids, I usually come up here a little bit and I would put that in there and sort of work it into the eyebrow. You want to have a natural look to your eyebrows. And so I'm just going to be pushing it in between just like this. And so afterwards, I'm going to come back and work on that some more. Okay, so we're going to move on from there. Just cleaning off my brush from some of that excess concealer. Gonna move on. How is it looking, guys? Can you see it? Can you see it? Gonna work on that a little more as we go along, because for some reason, every time you move on, you find another thing to correct. And if I keep on correcting, I'll be on this all day. Alrighty, guys. There's a certain look that I like, sort of like a pointing look. And so just trying to perfect that. Okay, so we're going to move on to my palette here. And you have quite a few colors here. No, nothing outrageously bright, but you have some nice colors here. And so I'm going to use some of these to put on my thank you, Naomi. Blessings to you. Okay. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? What color? Okay, guys, tell me what color should I go with? What color? Give me some colors. I'm going to do an undertone. So what color should I go with? I'm thinking probably start off with a orange and then work my way down. Probably with an orange and then finish it up. So let me start with an orange and see how that goes. Green? Oh my gosh. Let me see. Let me see how I could work that in. Green. Okay, we could work that in. Want to make sure you get some makeup here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off right here. And the reason why you put on the concealer is that you want the powders, the shadows to pop. And so I'm going to be just not wiping, but I'm going to be pressing this color in. Pressing the orange in. You don't want to wipe, you want to press in. There you go. You want to press that color in onto the eyelid and the top of the eyelid, which is basically going to be the transitional color. Press it in there. There you go. Press in, press in, press in. The good thing about makeup is you can always remove it and start over again if you mess up. And guys, listen, it's just makeup. I really need some new shadows, some really pigmented shadows. This palette is not that pigmented, and so I really have to work on it. It is not as strong as I would like it to be. Okay, there, we have our orange. And Miss Naomi said green. You like pink and blue? Okay, Santina said pink and blue. Brown and brown and green songs. Good. Okay. I have a green here. So I'm going to try to work with the same green that I have here. See if you can see it. I have this dark green here. So I'm going to try to work with this dark green and see how it goes. I have to be careful how I press and things on this laptop. Let's go in with the green. I'm going to use the green at the corner. There you go. Just blending that green right in. And as you can see, I'm not sweeping it, I'm pushing it in. Seriously, I try. I have so much different ideas in my head. I seriously need somebody to help me with editing and all these ideas I have in my head. I really need somebody who's tech savvy to help me with all of these things. Too much ideas floating around in my head. They need to come out. Then you begin to ask God, what is your purpose when you are connected to God? And you begin to ask Him, what is your purpose? Trust me, He reveals. And He begins to download ideas. This is how our green is looking. Hope you can see it. Okay. So from green to, we're going to go to a bronzy brown. Let's go and try a bronzy light brown. And fill in the corner. You're going to fill in the corners of the eyes with a bronzy brown. See that? That's the brown at the end. You're going to try to work this green and brown. Corners of the eye. So you want to blend in as much as possible so it can look like the colors are just flowing into each other. You want these colors to pop. That's how we're looking so far. To the top, I'm going to try, let's try right below the brows. I'm going to add like a gold so that it pops right below the brows. Gives it sort of like a highlight. I'm going to go with a dark brown to the far corners of my eyes. Sort of make the colors pop. And so right now I'm just doing a little cleaning up. And that's looking okay. The colors aren't as vibrant as I would want them to be, but that's looking okay for now. And so I'm going to move on to the rest of the face. So I have my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Chestnut. I'm going to use this as a foundation. Oopsie. Just looking here for another. I also love, if you're looking for cheaper brands that won't empty the bank, I usually love Black Opal. I realize that it usually works very well for me with a when it comes to putting on my makeup and hiding my acne scars. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some of this on right here. This is the, oh, that went in my eye. LA Girl concealer. And people might say, oh, she's using concealer to do. Yeah, I'm using the concealer almost like a foundation, not almost, but as my foundation. I find that the coverage is really good. And listen, I don't do makeup the traditional way. So some of y'all might be looking at this and saying, what in the world is she doing? And so I'm going to take my beauty blender. I'm going to dab it in some water. And then I'm going to just basically push this product into the skin. Being very careful to make sure that it blends in with my halo, because you don't want it to be overbearing, but you still want it to pop. Like I said to you, I like the halo look. Many people don't, but I love it. Nothing I could do with that big acne bump on my face. Pushing that makeup in. There you go. Push it in the face. Not wiping. Push in. Making sure the sides of the face, nose, upper lip. And you want to work really quickly because I told you that this concealer dries pretty quickly. Just a dab more water. And guys, as you can see, it covers the majority of my acne spots. Now these moles and stuff, the small ones will be covered, but the big ones are not. I grow to love my moles. I am who I am. A dab in between the brows. Some things you born with and you just can't remove them. I have this Black Opal foundation in the stick. I cannot even tell you what color this is. SPF 15 stick. I can't even tell you what color this is because I had this for so long and the tag with the color already came off. And so it's just a darker color. And I'm going to use it like right above, right below my hairline. It's basically done finish. And the jaw lines. Some people go as far as bringing it all the way down to the neck and the chest. If I was going to a special event or something like that, then I was going to do that. You want to make sure catch right below and behind your ear so that it look flawless and look like it all together. So you dab, 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 right here by my lips where you can see my laugh lines. Dab, dab, dab. Okay, Santina, are you ready back? Miss Naomi, I'm liking this green. I wish I had a stronger palette so that it could pop a little bit more. But I'm liking this green. I'm gonna try to darken up the end with some more brown. Okay, guys. So I got my foundation in. And so with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the fawn, I'm going to go right below the eyes. And everywhere that I want it to pop, I'm going to add some of this. And so that will be here, underneath my eyes. Sort of make it brighter. And for those of us that have bags under our eyes, right there, my nose, right here. All of the areas that I would want a little bit of highlight. Gonna take my beauty blender again, and we're gonna begin to work that into the skin. As you can see, I'm careful to blend it in. And don't mind it being like extra bright. After all, this is the areas that you want to highlight. And so all I'm doing now is blending. into the hairlines. Blend, blend, blend. There you go. Hope you can see that. Okay, guys, are you still with me? Okay, so that will be it for that. And I'm going to move on to my translucent powder, Banana Dreams. I got this from Miami, not Miami, Fort Lauderdale, translucent powder. This was a little while ago. I usually bake with this, but the usual baking that people usually do, as in they leave it on and just go, I usually don't do that. I usually leave it on and put it on and blend at the same time. There we go. Shake the excess off. And you want to press this into the skin. Press it into the skin. And as you can see, the areas everywhere that I highlighted, I'm going to use some of translucent powder on. And what this does is it makes that color pop even more. Top of my forehead. And it also seals the powder, the concealer, I should say. I'm going to take my angle brush here. I'm just going to go underneath the eye. So I can take off the excess. Brush off the excess. Just want to dab just a little bit right in the area where I feel it's needed. And just brush off the excess. Like that. Before I go continue, I want to darken the corners of my eye a little bit more. Okay. Okay. That's looking okay. Can you see that? Just wanted to get the corner of my eyes a bit darker. Press in, press in, press in. And that looks okay. That looks okay. Take my makeup brush right here. Black Opal Deluxe Finishing Powder. This is the 04 in dark. 04 in dark, it's Black Opal. I had this for a very long time. A little bit goes a long way, people. This is Black Opal translucent powder. Not translucent, the dark, 04 dark. So I'm going to dab a little bit of this on my sponge here and basically just press it in. You want to catch underneath your neck. Like I say, some people would go all the way into the chest. You can do that also. But this is just a little fun little video just for us. Guys, if you can see, I'm pressing the powder in. Pressing it in. I'm going to go over the nose. In between the brow. Dab, dab. Dab, dab. And you can see the food, the rice, I'm hot enough for it. I'm going to come in with a smaller brush here. And with this smaller brush, I'm going to add some of the same green that I have to the top on my eyelid. And I'm going to come at the corner of my eye. And brush it in to the bottom. The watermark area. And I'm going to take some of that brown to round off the end. There you go. I'm looking for my black eyeliner. Ooh, this is the part that I hate because my eyes start to water. This is a black eye MAC eyeliner. It's called a liquid MAC liquid eyeliner, black and black. I'm going to take this and come right below my waterline. You don't have to add too much. Remember now, we already put some green shadows there, brown shadows. I like the sticky end. It makes it really, you're able to work with it better. With the sticky point, it's so much better to work with that. Let me tell y'all, I love the wing look, but I cannot do it for nothing in the world. Blessings to you. Thank you. And so I'm going to come with my liquid eyeliner, black liquid eyeliner, and I'm just going to draw a nice thin line right above my eyelash. Remember, I tell you all I'm blinding? Not blind, but you know, can't see well. Next side. There you go. I'm going to come in with my mascara now. Where did I put the top? Where did I put the top? Okay. I have a black mascara, a Muse, just a regular plain old black mascara. Come into the bottom here. Mascara to the top. On these lashes. Listen, my eyes done watering. I love lashes, but I can't put on lashes to save my life. But I love it though. Love it, love it, love it. I don't even think I'm going to try to attempt putting any on while I am on live. What you see me doing here is just adding a little powder below the eyes in the area where the mascara would have touched. Like I said, makeup is all about correcting, correcting, correcting. That's all. That is all. Okay. Okay, guys. So now that part is done, make sure I catch my neck. Okay. Correcting. Okay. I'm gonna put on some lip gloss for the lip. I usually don't do um, lip liners. I usually don't line my lip, mainly because I have small lips, and so it don't take much. So I really don't line it. But a person with small lips, it probably is advised to do a little liner so that it can appear bigger if you want to. But I don't like my lips appearing bigger. I like them just the way that they are. I'm a person where um, I don't wear much lipsticks. I wear more eyeliners and more lip gloss than lipstick. For the main reason that as I was as a teenager, wearing lipstick was for some reason when I put on lipstick, my lips used to literally get hot and start stinging, and so I stopped wearing lipstick a very long time ago. And I found that the lip gloss agree with my lips even better than the lipsticks. And so what I began to do is use lip gloss that have a little bit of color. And so that worked for me all throughout my teenage years and my early 20s. And then of course, they started making these matte lipstick. I said, you know what? Let me give these matte lipstick a try. Let me see how it goes. And guess what? It worked. It was all right. Okay, guys. That's like a dark plum, purple, purplish. Okay. I don't contour much, but I do like my highlighter. And so I have a highlighter here in pure bronze. So I'm going to use some of that pure bronze highlighter. And I found that this worked really nice on my dark skin. It works really nice. So I'm going to be using that um, pure bronze number 20. Looking for my angle brush. I'm gonna take some of my brown powder. I told you I don't do too much contouring, but every once in a while I'll do a little something like right underneath here to give the appearance of a sleeker face. And now for my favorite part. I like the most. I'm looking for one of my fuller brushes. So I'm going to take that, use a little bit of this. I'm just going to go above the nose a little bit. Just a little dab right here. See that? On the nose. Want it to be seen. Not overbearing, but you want it to be seen. I'm going to take my angle brush again. Listen, for those of you that are afraid of bronzer, just try a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. I was really afraid of it because I thought that, oh, this is going to be too bright. But listen, I love it. A little bit on the chin, all of the areas that I want highlighted. Thank you, Mizik. Thank you. So just a little bit right here. And a little bit on my forehead because, bam, you want it to be seen. All of the areas that I highlighted. I'm not a professional. Just know what I like. That's all. I find doing it with my fingers sometimes, because your fingers are warm, usually tend to get it the way that you want it more. Okay. Going to take my small angle brush again, and I'm going to go right above the lip with a little bit of that bronzer. A little bit goes a long way. I have a darker bronzer here. I'm going to use this color right here, right below the bronzer that I put on, the gold, just to sort of act like a blush. Not too much. So I think that's about it. Taryn, look on my small drawer. See if you see my my lashes. Bring them for me, please. Okay, guys. So it's practically finished. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my finishing spray. I don't even know how to pronounce this. NYX. I'm not even going to say NYX or whatever, but this is NYX matte finish look. I'm going to take a little bit of that and spray that on my face. I assure you that feels so good. Thank you, love. Thank you. Listen, I don't tell you all I ain't no professional late, but I can try to put on my lashes. I'm going to try and see how it goes. You enjoying this? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm also going to fix my hair. You all know my little crimpy hairstyle that I usually do. So here I go. I'm going to put some glue on my lashes. You don't want to put too much glue on your lashes. Some nice little falsies here. Nice little falsies. You don't want to put too much glue on it, because if you put too much glue on it, then it will smear all over, and yeah, it's just going to be a mess. And so I'm just going to lightly tap it and set it aside. Let that dry a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry. And while that is drying, just dabbing some water on my hands. That milk of Magnesia. Sort of my hand dry. Okay, guys, so we're approaching the final look. Okay, so while I am waiting on my falsies to dry a little bit, I'm going to start on my hair. Ooh, I love short hair. Oopsie, shaking that too much. Okay, so I have some mousse here, a lot of body mousse. All I'm going to do is just put some mousse in my hair. This is the easiest hairstyle ever. That's why I love it. And with my job, sometimes I just need to get up and go. Even on live, sometimes the Lord will speak to me and say, I need you to go and do this. And so it's easy to just get some mousse. Guys, once my hair is wet, it automatically get curly, but I just help it to get a little more curlier with the mousse. More defined curls. Let me speak a little proper English. More defined curls with the mousse. There you go. That's about it right there. Going to take a rat tail comb. Whoopsie, things flying all over the place. Take my little rat tail comb here. Going to comb the back. For a lot of people that ask me, how do you get your hair curly? Actually, my hair is very thin. And plus, for some reason, I don't know, I guess the older I get, the curlier my hair gets, I think. And so I could just wet my hair and it get curly. So y'all can see this is just a natural curls. I haven't done anything to it as yet. I add a little bit more mousse because I want it to be in there so that when I begin to scrunch it with my comb, it will stay. And this process is pretty easy if you have short hair. Okay. And so all I'm going to do, because I want a rough curly look, I'm just going to take this comb and I'm just going to push. And as I'm push, I'm going to zigzag a little bit. And so you see me, I would do this. And that is how I get those defined curls. And that is it. Sometimes I like it a little well kept. Sometimes I just like it, you know, more of a messy curly look. And so I just would bring the comb out more, push it up some more for the desired look that I'm looking for. No rocket science here, just a comb. That is it. Till I get it to the desired look. And that's looking like how I want it to. Okay. I have some Gorilla Air Wax here that I usually use. I love this. That's what I usually do my edges with. I none of those professional people that could swoop and do all of that. My daughter does that, but I usually just like my edges to be well, lay down well. Ooh, get that too far in the makeup. And so I would just use a little bit. Guess what? This wax goes a very long way. And so you don't need a lot. As you can see, a little bit is on my finger. And I'm just using that and slicking my edge and the sides of my hair down so that they can lay still. A little bit goes a very long way, trust me. I bought 2 of these containers at the beginning of the year from the United States. And this is the second container I'm on. And so that should tell you it lasts a whole year with all 2 of them. Because a little bit goes a long way. Little swoop, little swoop. I know professional swooper. I just hate how the makeup is getting right to the top there. But anyway. Okay, so that's it for that. Yeah, I let my hair grow long, but it's just that my hair usually get to a certain length and stop growing. My hair does grow and it grows very quickly because with this haircut, I just got it cut like about 3 weeks ago and my hair already grown out. My hair grows very quickly, but it reaches a certain length and it doesn't grow anymore. Reaches a certain length and it don't grow no more. And so I prefer the short hair. It's very manageable. Very manageable. And okay, so I'm gonna attempt to put on these falsies. Y'all don't laugh at me, because I'm not a professional. And I just learning how to do this thing. And so here we go. I need to wet my hand a little bit from that tutu. Thank you. The thing about it is I have one of those faces that I can wear. I need a good palette too, Santina. I have one of those faces that you can um I can wear long hair or short hair and it suits me. Thank God for that. Um I have my little towel here that I'm using, guys. So if you see me keep on wiping, 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 because I got my little towel. Okay, here goes nothing. I'm gonna try. Okay, we get one on. Here we go. One is on. Listen, guys, I'm not a professional when it comes to the lash. I love them, but I just learning how to put them on. And so the struggle is real, very real. Very real. I really don't need the lashes, but it gives you that extra pop. Okay, guys. Ooh, eyes watering. Yes, Lord. Putting on falsies was not my calling. I hear you, Lord. It was not my calling. It was not my calling. Okay, guys, so I think this is the finished look. I hope that you can see it. Don't really need to do this, but just for a little extra volume and to get every lash in place. It's scary, right? Yeah, you get a little teary eye trying to put them on. But this is it, guys. I am done. I am done. And so I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial for beginners, this little makeup for beginners. Please do follow me on, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's All Things Marva. Let me see if I can just type it in here. ALLTHINGZMARVA. You can go ahead and you can follow me on that page, on that channel, I should say. That's where I'll be doing these tutorials. The only reason why I'm doing it on Walking into Destiny is because I don't have 1,000 subscribers on that yet, so I need to get up to 1,000 subscribers on All Things Baba so that I may be able to do these things and to do other little stuff that I want to do. So, but for now, I'll probably do pre-recorded videos and just upload them onto the channel. But for now, this is where I will do it. And then I don't think I'm going to keep it on this channel. I'm going to upload it to All Things Marva, and then I'm going to delete it off of this channel because this channel is mainly just for preaching and ministry. And so this is it. Thank you, JS. Thank you, Mizik. If you have not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, it's All Things Marva. Please do go and subscribe to the channel. You see the difference with the mascara? Yeah, and lashes just make everything pop. Like, hey, I'm here. You know what I mean? Um, I like bronze. I probably gone overboard a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Thank you for coming on, and I'm happy that you enjoyed this. Thank you. I will enjoy the rest of the week. Thank you. Thank you so much. Was out sick for a few days, but I'm doing, getting there. And so I say, you know what? Let me just come on in and chat with you guys for a little while. Do my hair and do my makeup and chat with you guys just for a little bit. And so thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this. Please go and subscribe to All Things Marva if you have not as yet. Blessings to all of you. Do you all like it? Yes, guys. And so this is it. Lashes and everything. Popping with the gold highlights. And that is it, guys. I hope that this was helpful and beneficial to you, and I hope that you enjoy this. Blessings to all of you. I love you for watching. Have a good day.